Greetings and salutations. I'm Zook, your lovable dungeon master, and welcome to Geeks Anonymous. I'm joined here with Sig Dolphy and Kaz, and we're playing Dungeons and Dragons. This is the 10th episode of Oops All Wizards, and the second one of this season. So before we begin, I'm gonna start with a few announcements. First of all the music you'll be hearing tonight is from Kevin MacLeod's Incompetech. Go to incompetech.com to check out the royalty-free music. It's awesome. We also are affiliated with Hero Forge. If you look below in Twitch and YouTube, there is a link that will get you to their website. It's an affiliate link that if you make a mini and get yourself something, we actually get a little bit of a portion. So you are supporting the channel directly just by ordering a miniature for yourself. Also, you'll see we have a little bit of a new overlay. I wanted to free up more of the screen, let you guys be able to see the board a little easier. Also, I revamped the stat blocks, which are on this side, and used some beautiful artwork from our very own resident Sig. So if you are curious about their artwork, Sig, where can they find your art?
Dude, I have no idea. I sometimes post on my Twitter, but I don't really, share my artwork all that much anymore.
That's fair. Well,
Outside of, my social circles.
yeah, and I do know you do share them in Discord, so if you're interested in that, there is a Discord link below as well. But other than that, I think that's all the announcements, so I'm going to get into the recap of last week's episode. Okay. So, standing above the smoldering remains of Thalgrin, the heroes scrambled to find some way to assist their dwarven friend. Upon further inspection of the lair, they were able to not only find a scroll of resurrection, but also cast the divine spell thanks to Zinni's mysterious benefactor. Thalgrin is returned to life, and the students finally were able to return to the college. During dinner, Abir apologized for his brash behavior, and the others noticed the damage caused to Lunny, and Thalgrin offered to help upgrade their carapace. During the exchange, Thalgrin confides in Lunny not only about the voice he heard from beyond, but also about a species known as the Modron, which seemed to be assembling a force on Mechanus. That night, Visca received a strange calling card of some sort that has got her on extreme edge, consuming copious amounts of caffeine, seemingly to stay awake. Zinni, meanwhile, is visited by a seemingly divine being and agrees to her assistance before awakening once more in bed. The students collected for breakfast, and everyone seemingly finished eating when Lenny opened up their dish to find what looked at first to be a berry, but was soon revealed to be the beating heart of a sprite. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it, Beasticus. Welcome to the stream. They found a hidden compartment, and the sight of a skeletal fae was suspended in the crystalline container. After trying to speak with the undead thanks to Eliusia's amulet, all they got for a response from this being was, "Help me! Let me out! Life!" as its last wish. Shortly thereafter, our Tomata friend powered down and collapsed. Then there is a sudden whir of life from Matomton after like a few minutes go by and you're just kind of inspecting, making sure Lunny is okay. There is a sudden, pulse of life in the eyes and you hear a voice from Lunny.
I appear to have suffered a critical error. Apologies. Memories immediately prior to the error were not retained. What is our present task?
And that is where we'll be getting.
No, I don't like it.
Yeah, same.
You're not supposed to like it.
Lax, are
Very
you alright?
Like it.
So, Thalgrin speaks up. Lax, are you alright?
Lenny takes a moment to sort of assess their internal system. I am fine.
Does Lenny seem different at all? Like, tonality-wise or anything like that?
It's a bit more like when they first got here, where
Yeah.
they're very, like, kind of flat.
Gotcha.
What is wrong with my friend?
Okay, so what do you guys do? Lenny seems to be back, and you guys all saw this
I want to make
very
an insight check.
unsettling situation. Go ahead and make an insight check.
I don't like it. That's my insight.
Hey,
Well, I'm too
also,
tired to notice shit.
Bisicus, thank you for the Prime. I very much appreciate the support. What did you get? A 3? Okay.
I'm literally too tired to like notice.
Mhm.
Let's go roll
or
the fuck
discern
off.
anything.
I mean, Lunny is an automaton anyways, so it's really hard to read their emotions normally. So it just seems like maybe there was a system error as far as you're concerned, but seems okay, seems alive.
Seems alive, you say? Christ.
Sure about that?
Are you sure about that, boy?
Eliusia will put a big Loxodon hand on Lunny's shoulder. Lunny, are you alright?
I am fine.
You know what? I'm gonna have Eliusia do an insight check.
Okay.
See, now we're all just sus.
Because we're all
Good.
sus. I have no idea. That's completely in... Nope. Same roll. Same 3. Okay.
It's really
Yeah.
hard to insight the automaton, okay?
Yeah, it is.
Let me try. I'll try.
Sure.
What is insight? Insight.
It's wisdom.
Yeah. wisdom.
Zinni is many things, but wise is not one of them. Absolutely not.
You did one better than the rest of us.
That's a whole 5.
Seems okay.
Man, you get a 1 to your modifier? I have a 0.
Yeah, no, Lunny seems Lunny. Operational, at least.
We're all high and low whiz people.
Yep.
Yep. I know something is wrong, but am I smart enough to connect the dots?
Right. Okay. So Lunny, you wake up. For some reason, you are in the alchemy room. You remember being in the dining room. You remember everyone's meals coming out, and then you remember watching people eat like you usually do, and then expecting an empty plate, and as you're taking the plate off to reveal what it is, you don't get a look at what the dish is, and there's no memory of how you got to where you are now. So everything from the point of the berry, quote unquote berry, showing up to now, there's just nothing. It's almost as if you teleported.
Eat it.
So what is our present task?
Our present task is that we're just... We don't really have a present task. Oh, Are you sure you're all right, Lux? You scared me a little bit.
Lenny will pause, and they seem to be kind of thinking. All of my systems are operational.
You hear Beer will speak up. Do you have anything to say about what we found in your carapace?
Lenny will look down at themselves.
What?
And then look up.
You really don't know what he's talking about.
And Lenny will stare at a beer for a couple seconds. I do not have any record of the past several minutes.
Perhaps this will help. As you see, Abir will make some somatic gestures with his hands and whatnot, and he actually will make the image of your core appear. The crystalline sort of capsule that your core has with the suspended skeletal remains, and he's just gonna float it in front of you so you can get a good look at it. This is what we found inside of you.
Lenny will stare.
Sure. Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh no, saving throw.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh,
We've reached the oh no.
unfortunate.
Oh no!
Well, that's an 8.
I mean,
Is that still a no no?
It's
Still not
probably still a
great.
no-no.
I was not expecting that. All right.
You should expect everything.
I really should. Okay. So, as he shows this this figure to you, there's this moment of like recognition, almost like familiarity and sadness that washes over you. You're not sure why. And you're starting to get this like the smell. Does Lunny normally have smell receptors?
No.
Well, okay.
Hmm.
Lunny is smelling
no.
something for the first time.
Oh, man.
As you can smell this, like this, almost a spice in the air, like an incense. And it's like a floral arrangement, but it's like a deep sort of spice about it. Have any of you smelled dragon's blood?
Yes.
Okay,
No.
it's a beautiful incense and I highly recommend it, but that is the smell that's kind of wafting through Lunny at the moment as when your eyes kind of flicker for a moment, and you all can see the eyes flickering as if they're like almost like computing something. Like when you see the LED lights flicker a lot on your computer, that's kind of what their eyes are doing. And Lunny, what you see is the college is starting to like fizzle out, and then you start seeing trees all around you, and you see this like being arching over you, and at first like you think it's a dragon just by looking at it, but it's not. It's actually made out of plants as it curls up and it opens up its maw like one of those like tulips, those carnivorous like tulip things. So it like opens up like this and just whoosh, lashes forward, and you snap back and you're right back where you were.
I don't like anything about this.
Lenny's going to reach out and try to like poke the image.
Your hand goes right through it. After a minute or so, the minor illusion fades.
Great, now they're seeing things.
What do you do?
Does Lenny have any information on what kind of creature that was?
Make a nature check.
Don't be a dick. 21.
The name is evading you, but you do recognize it as a moving sort of invasive plant from the Feywilds, and it is not to be trifled
No,
with.
no more Feywilds.
Wilds for everybody.
No more Feywilds.
It is a carnivorous plant. It also can. It has the reason it's called a dragon trap is not only because of the way it looks, but it has a quote-unquote breath weapon. But it's not really a breath weapon. It's pheromones that basically stun you, so it can just and that's the information you get with your roll. Dragon trap. That's what we'll go with for this creation that I made just now.
Just seat of your pants.
It's a Venus flytrap, but it's deadlier. It's also
Yeah.
It's like-
made out of fey shit.
We don't like it.
Okay. So your eyes
Nobody likes
stop flickering, Lenny. Everything comes back into focus. You're back in the college. What do you do? What do any of you do?
I need more coffee for this.
Maybe, I mean, Lunny isn't normal creature.
That is true.
Do
It's
not
not normal.
do not know how to heal or fix or do anything really.
You're not wrong.
Okay. A few moments go by, and like I said, this happened just after breakfast, so we're talking it's probably like 9 or 10 in the morning. When you are all just kind of trying to take in what you just saw with not only the, the capsule inside of Lunny, but also Lunny rebooting and acting just overall strangely. When you hear, coming from outside, a
I don't like that.
I'm gonna have Lunny make another wisdom saving throw.
Stop
needs
being mean to
help.
Lunny.
Oh, that's a 23.
Oh, you're fine.
Okay.
There's something about the horn that kind of sends shivers down your back, which is a very interesting feeling for an automata for the first time. But there's something unsettling about the horn that you just heard.
Lenny's, you can see Lenny's head will snap in that direction, like, instantly.
Yeah. And the other students are they look over towards that direction, and you will hear Zagok will speak up. Oh, I have completely forgotten what today is. It is the day of discovery. That was the horn of discovery. The festival is beginning soon.
Festivals.
Oh boy.
Completely spacing and forgetting exactly what just happened.
Yeah, then he's like, oh, something fun? Yay.
Something not like morbid. Cool.
Cool.
Something not completely off-putting.
Yeah, well, come on, this is my game, so it's only just begun.
I know.
Okay, so you all hear the Horns of Discovery, which means that the festival is officially open to the public. With that information and everything that's just happened, what would you guys like to do?
I guess I'll get some more coffee and then head down to the festival to see what's going on.
Okay. Is everybody else heading to the festival eventually?
Yes.
Yeah, Lenny will follow what everybody else is
Okay.
doing. It's fine.
Me close this. Clear this. Hopefully this works. So, it's before the festival. You all are kind of getting ready. The festival actually, quote unquote, begins at noon. So you guys have about 2 or so hours to kind of get ready. Now would be a good time to either attune to your items that you have found or equip any items, or like, dress up if you want to dress up for the festival. So who would like to go first?
I wish to attune to thingamajig.
Okay. Okie dokie. Let me move that out of the way.
I don't even know where I put it. Oh, I found it. We're good. We're
I should have
good.
kept the college open. All right. So you attune to your outfit, and it basically, you're looking at it, and the robe is actually the size for like a halfling or a gnome, like I described before. It's blackened silk with etched gold and slight tinge of blue, and as you focus on it, it actually, like, the colors seem to shift and fade in with something that's more agreeable to your quote-unquote style. As you're holding and focusing it, the halfling size actually stretches out and becomes a full size, suitable for a human like yourself. As you strap it over, I'm gonna have you make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh God.
Question for you.
Yes.
Should there actually be something on the map right now,
No,
or is it?
no. I
Okay.
kind of deleted the the college a little early.
13.
Okay, that's fine.
13.
I think,
Okay, you hear as you put it on, the lights in your room begin to flicker and they actually extinguish. Make an Arcana check.
I'm good at those.
You are good at those.
I'm good at those.
You're not
Oh,
good at those this time.
Whole fucking 9. I'm too paranoid.
So the lights go out, and then you see them. A couple of the rooms kind of, a couple of the runes at the base of the candle like flicker, and they light back up. And then you kind of hear this whispery sort of just kind of flow through your room for a moment.
Stop doing weird shit.
Other than
Is
that,
there a distinguishable source to that?
it feels almost like a presence that like ran behind you. But when you look, there's nothing there. But other than that, it doesn't seem like anyone else is in this room.
Thanks, I hate it.
Paranoia to the max.
Hey, what do you do with that information?
I'm just going to leave the room.
Okay.
I'm gonna get the fuck out of there.
Lunny, while this is going on, where are you?
Lunny is probably just waiting for everybody else to get dressed and prepared.
Are you in your corner, or are you like just
Are you in
waiting
your
downstairs? Legit question.
I know, but it's still funny.
Yeah, let's say Lunny's in their corner.
All right, so you're in your corner and just kind of waiting for everybody. When you hear actually, what's your passive perception?
Oh God. 16.
Oh, you do hear the very light pitter patter of Maudie as she walks up to you, and you feel a little tug at your loincloth, the side of your loincloth, kind of. Money. I gotta remember. Cover the mouth because of scarf. Looney?
Can I help you, Maudie?
You see that she actually is carrying something with her, and yeah. So when you first got here, I noticed that your outfit was kind of tattered and didn't look very good, and I'm sorry, I don't want to overstep my bounds, but I made you a new outfit because I felt bad. And she kind of just holds.
Babe, you're a
Lunny is
mess.
still-
Here.
Yeah, pretty much.
Somebody is no longer looking like they're homeless.
I figured since today is the day of the festival that you would want to, look, spiffy.
Iffy.
I'm sorry, this was rude. I'll leave now. You see, she is about to hand it to you, but then realizes that she just went about this completely wrong. She blushes a little bit and lowers her arms with the package still in her hand and kind of turns around. She starts slowly heading back to her room.
Lenny is very confused. No one has ever given me a gift before.
She stops and turns. And, what? Oh. And you can see her cheekbones underneath her scarf, which kind of implies that she's probably smiling by the heightened, peaks of her eyes underneath her scarf. And she just kind of,
Sweet baby.
she just kind of walks up to you and she holds the package out. Well, here. Consider it a gift to a friend.
Thank you, Marty. And Lenny will take the bundle.
Okay. And she just kind of smiles and nods, and as you unwrap this package and open this up, it's made out of this, beautiful green silk with, very faint symbols, embroidered into the lining. And it's very simple. It's not, over-embellished or anything, and you actually hear Marty goes, I didn't want to make it too spiffy because I didn't think you're the, kind of showy person. So I tried to keep your kind of neutral tones. I hope I did okay. And yeah, she hands you that as you get under the first part of the robe. With the silk satchel that goes around it as well. Underneath it, there is another bunch, and it looks like basically your cloak that you had, but it's a little bit different. It's obviously not tattered. It's made out of leather. It goes all the way down to the back of your calves, and it's got furled up feathers on the pauldrons, and it has a very similar feel to your old cloak, but it's more new, effectively. Yeah, and she just kind of smiles as she watches you inspect it.
I appreciate this, Marty. And with no sense of, propriety or anything, Lenny is going to start removing their clothes.
Ah,
You hear the and she spins around.
Lenny will no longer be a raggedy bitch.
Lenny now has clothes. Lenny has no idea that they're technically always in the nude.
Lenny is not anatomically correct.
That is correct. Yeah, but you put it on, it fits perfect. They did a really good job eyeballing your measurements. But yeah, you finish putting it all on, and it's good. Feels good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. What do you do?
Assuming Marty is still back to Lenny.
Kind of, yeah.
How do I look?
She peeks over her shoulder and looks over. Oh, it fits! It fits! Oh, I'm so glad it fits! And then she just runs up and hugs your leg. And it's like, okay, I'm gonna go get ready.
She's so tiny.
I'll see you there. And she runs into her room. Yeah, she's a
Love
gnome.
her.
Gnome, right?
Yeah, she's a gnome.
Okay, yeah, she is tiny.
Yeah,
And
she's...
Lenny is tall.
Yes,
Lenny
Lenny...
is super tall.
Lenny is very tall. Okay, moving on to Zinni. Are you going to be dressing up in your new fancy magical scale for this?
Well, it's a festival,
It
and
is.
it's supposed to be fun. And in theory, in theory, I won't really need armor. That's why
In theory.
I say in theory.
Theory's a good way to put it. This is Zook we're talking about.
I know. I'm trying to. It's kind of a toss up between Zinni being super excited about her new armor, and Zinni really liking the idea of being able to break out her fancy clothes that she has because of her entertainer background.
That's fair. That is also fair. I do not have a mini with entertainer clothes, though.
This is very true. This is very true. She will
Forgot
probably
to
just.
make one in advance.
Well, it's easy to forget that she even has that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. She is a little scattered.
Well, that hasn't really been relevant
Yeah.
much
Yeah.
since like the very beginning when she was telling the story about how she got her familiar.
Okay. So.
Nah, she'll probably wear the armor.
Okay.
Show it off. You got it from a dragon's lair.
You did.
Did.
You did. Okay, so you begin putting on this armor, and it is heavy at first, and you're putting it on. It's like, oh my god, am I really gonna want to wear this at the festival? And you're clasping it.
I accidentally clicked the thing. I'm sorry.
What did you click? You killed my draw.
I did. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Oh no.
I'll just back it up.
It's fine. It's fine.
There we go.
Alright.
It's okay. Put that back on. Okay. So you are fitting your armor and putting it back on. Like I said, it's very heavy, very cumbersome, and you're starting to wonder if this is a really good idea to have on you during the festival. But then you begin focusing on its magic, and the weight disappears. It becomes light. It becomes easy to move around, and the plates, the scales that are all over it, shine with this kind of beautiful iridescent glow as the magic power kind of ramps up. And I'm gonna have you make me a wisdom check.
Just a
It's
straight
not a
wisdom.
saving throw.
Yeah, not a saving throw, just a check.
Oh, I forgot that I get a +3 to wisdom saving throws. I'm a dumbass. I always forget the saving throw box.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I wish it was a saving throw. I get a +4 to those.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
A whole 3.
Oh, 3.
There is this when you finally finish focusing on it, you feel this sort of electrical feeling, but then it fades. You're not really sure why, but having it identified, you're pretty sure it was the lightning resistance kicking in.
Love it.
Okay, and as you all finish and collect finally, you get to the arches of the doors of the college, and as you get close to the doors, you can start to hear the sounds of music and different melodies begin to pick up outside. What's this one?
For the briefest of seconds, when the music stopped, I'm like, oh no.
Is it this one? Oh, Folkrom. That's the one. I think.
Who knows?
Yeah, that's the one. And you guys all collect outside the gates of the College of the Frozen North. And now I will switch the map. Goes to Archipelago and to the college grounds. grab your new minis.
No minis.
Okay. Throw the students about. Not you. Not you. We. Put them in random, seemingly locations. Okay. All right, now we can take a beautiful look at these new miniatures up close and personal. They're freaking awesome. Hero Forge, ladies and gentlemen, if you want your own, affiliate link below. Okay, so you all head outside and you are met with the college grounds, the small community that lives outside of the college. It is populated mostly by humans and halflings, with a sprinkling of other races about. There are actually small buildings and whatnot that are specifically built for a lot of the halfling community. On either side of the gates, you do see flanking towers with like these bluish iridescent orbs that float above them with like sparkling arcane energy. You're probably pretty sure these are like defense towers or something along those lines. But you can smell the smell of cooking meat of...
Does it look like there's no floor?
There's no floor?
Yeah.
It looks like it's just the regular map background. Is it supposed to be
It
like
is
that?
just a regular map
It
background.
is, yes, it is.
Okay.
It is, yes. The ground itself is I've kind of described this before, but it's actually frozen sand. This
right.
place used to be a desert, but there was a cataclysmic battle that took place, and the sands were actually a primordial being, and it is forever enclosed in ice, and that is what you're stepping on right now is supposedly a primordial being. But in front of you, you see several shops and different market booths, a bazaar. You see tents that have been erected with people out front selling various goods and things like that. There's actually a line of people that are lining up for like what looks like a giant pig roast. As well as different like soups and things that are ready for people to just come up and get for free. And you actually see like looks like a place that has been kind of closed off, an ice rink of some sort, and you see like a few people that are skating on the ice. And yeah, you are now on the college grounds. What do you do?
I'm gonna go ice skating.
Okay, so you're gonna head in that direction?
Sure am.
Okay, make a perception check for me.
What is my perception?
Please don't slip on ice.
Fuck. No more wisdom. No more wisdom saves or rolls ever. Please.
Oh my god.
You hear a concerning sort of noise coming from the direction that you're heading, and it sounds like Maudie's voice because it is a little muffled as you hear a whoop coming from the direction you're heading.
Well, now I know. Instead of going skating, I'm gonna go to the voice.
Okay, so you run over to see Maudie and is like right in front of Zagok, and Zagok is kind of looking down at the ground, and he looks a little embarrassed, and Maudie's just like dumbfoundedly looking at Zagok, and then that's when you arrive.
What's happening here?
Zagok has never been ice skating.
Oh, that's unacceptable. Let's go.
Let's go. You. So basically, Maudie will grab one hand of Zagok, and you will grab the other one, and you just kind of lead him over to the little cabin that's next to this ice rink as you see a familiar face. You haven't really interacted with him much, but you have seen him in the college, and he is one of your teachers. As you see Chadwick, Professor Chadwick. Hang on just a second. And
Oh, this guy?
yeah. So you
he
walk
do?
up and he sees you all. It's like, whoa, dudes, you guys want to go ice skating?
He's
No,
a
I
fucking
hate him.
surfer, dude. You
You-
killed
you okay?
Cass.
I killed
You okay,
Cass.
Kaz?
I don't think they were
Was-
expecting that.
Was it you or was it me saying no? I hate him.
I also hate him,
Nice.
Absolutely not.
says the Californian.
I
you-
know.
You hear Monty kind of goes up and says, "Oh, hey, Professor Chadwick," and you hear Chadwick will interrupt. "Oh, dudes, you guys, you don't call me Professor Chadwick. You can just call me Chad. What's wrong with you?"
I hate
No,
him.
no, absolutely fucking not.
Okay.
Unsure if that is Zinni
Like,
speaking
Monty
or
is just
me.
like, oh no, I've made a mistake.
Well, Zagok's never been on ice skating before, so we'd really kind of like to have him try it.
We're gonna go ice skating. Bye.
Dude, you've never been
Oh.
ice skating before?
Oh my god, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna drive over to your house and I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Wait till you have this class.
No,
Oh no.
absolutely fucking not.
And,
And then one of the professors mysteriously dies.
Yeah,
so
mysteriously.
Yeah.
Professor Chadwick will
Mysteriously.
walk up to Zagok and he will make some arcane gestures and whatnot as you see the wheels actually begin to transform on Zagok's wheelchair, and they turn into like these long blades, seemingly for skating. As
Is he the transmuter guy?
he's not the transmuter guy, he just has a transmutation spell.
Oh, fair enough.
And you see he will basically cast another spell to kick in some of the levitation runes that are built into Zagok's wheelchair, and it floats up and places him on the ice, and Maudie will replace her shoes with the ice skating shoes, and you're given a pair, Zinni, if you didn't have your own. Maudie did, because she's an ice person. But the three of you get on the ice and begin ice skating. Go ahead and make me acrobatics checks.
Oh no.
I am proficient in acrobatics.
Nice,
Oh,
all
good.
right.
Now if it will just roll like above a 10.
Hey,
Oh, that's a 15.
okay. See how Maudie does. Okay. And Zagok. Zagok takes to it like a natural. As you see him,
Yeah.
he's like grabbing a hold of one of his wheels to stop it and then like winging the other one forward, which causes him to turn, and he just takes to it immediately, and he's doing like these advanced sort of turns and tricks. It's not like he's not like gonna be in the Olympics anytime soon or anything, but he's taking to it naturally. The three of you are skating and having a great time, and yeah. So while that's going on, what are you guys doing?
You said there was free food. Visca's not gonna turn down free food considering all
Okay.
she's consumed lately is coffee.
So, as you head in the direction of the food, you see there is a little bit of a line, and you see several of the other teachers have lined up here as well. You've got the tiefling, the divider teacher, the enchanting teacher, and the necromancy teacher, and they're all at different stations. So you've got like basically dried jerky and meats over here, with also a very large tankard, a barrel of ale that seemingly never ends, and
my.
there
Booze.
is
Oh, booze.
there
Oh,
is the
booze.
pork roast over here, as well as like different fruits, vegetables, and things like that over here. So you're more than able to get up and have your fill.
Neat.
there's also plenty of coffee.
Oh, excellent. Okay.
All right, Lenny,
Coffee good.
what are you doing while ice skating and food knobs?
Lonnie's probably just going to be idly wandering around just
Sure.
to see what the whole thing with this festival is.
Okay. So as you, why does that say Mano de Mago? Okay. Rid of that. That's weird. So as you kind of head into the center, you get into this bizarre sort of area. So there's a lot of shops and different people selling various goods and whatnot. You see over here is Kieran and Feckle, two of the merchants that are usually inside of the school. They have set up shop on the outside to sell their goods to anyone that is...
Frog man.
What's that?
This frog man.
That's one of your teachers.
Oh my god.
But they have set up their goods outside so people can, browse around, check them out and whatnot. You also see, like, there's this little kid that has wandered up to Feckle's shop and is holding, like, this wand and just, like, playing around with this wand. And as it glides through the air, like a conductor, you see it, like, literally creating traces of like G clefs and music bars throughout the air, and as it waves you can hear this melodic music just begin to chime and sing throughout the air, and he's just playing around with it and it just sounds great. But yeah, you head into the bazaar. You actually see this large orc as well, who is... You didn't recognize at first because he's not wearing what he usually wears. He usually has like this like cowboy hat and like southern sort of proper outfit. But right now he's wearing just a sleeveless tank top. And you see him. He is currently looks like he's tattooing somebody. And that's when you see his arms for the first time are just covered in sleeves. You recognize him as the battle combat teacher at the School of the Frozen North. So you were in the bazaar.
Tattoos.
What do you guys do? What do you do, I should say?
Lonnie's mostly just looking for anything like interesting. Potentially has the idea to try to get something for Maudie and things for the outfit. So they're gift shopping.
Okay. So which shop would you like to stop at first? You see the three prominent ones are Feckle's Fickled Fates, Potent Concoctions, which is the potion shop run by Kieran, and Giddy Ink, which is the tattoo parlor that is run by Professor Gideon.
Question mark.
Lenny logically doesn't see how a tattoo can be given as a gift, so we'll go over to Feckle.
Feckle's Fickled Fates. All right, so as you head up, you see that enthusiastic gnome that is just kind of smiling at this child, just playing around with this little knick-knack that he has to offer, and then you see this mother walk over and kind of goes, "All right, honey, we have to go." "Oh, just a little longer? I'm sorry, we have to go." "Oh, can I get this, please? Can I get this, please?" "No, I'm sorry, that's too expensive. We can't afford that. Come on, let's go get some food." "Oh, okay." He puts the baton down and begins kind of slumping and walking off to go get some food with his mother.
Oh, sad baby.
As you walk up, you see there are 3 different signs. One that says knickknacks, which is where the child put the wand, the wand down in front of. There is one that is called useful wonders, and there is another one, another sign that says game changers, and they all have a price next to it. So knickknacks, it says 125 gold. Useful wonders says 3,000 gold, and game changers says 6,500 gold.
Well, considering I have like 7,000 gold.
You do.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
We have so many monies.
Oh, I do have.
That's probably all going to be spent today.
Yep,
Make
probably.
a perception check for me, real quick.
Perception. What is my perception? Not good.
All of us are high int, low whiz people.
That's a 12, but again, my passive perception is 16.
Okay, we'll go with your passive. As you're kind of looking and checking things out, you can't help but look back as you hear kind of sniffling and some weeping as the child is looking over his shoulder, being guided away. Just kind of longingly looking at the wand,
Baby.
but is led away. So, with everything that you have been told, what do you do?
Me, the player, is going to be an asshole.
Me, the player, is going to be an asshole. What? Oh man.
Well, Lenny's going to look over to Beckle.
Oh.
Do I get a
that's
discount on
right.
these too?
Make a persuasion check for me.
Like, it's an innocent enough question. Lenny's not trying to. Persuasion?
Yep.
5.
5.
So that's a no.
He just kind of shakes his head no. Nice try though.
Lenny makes a sound that might be an attempt at a chuckle, but you know.
So,
Lenny's a robot.
so what you
Funny.
looking for? Is there anything in particular?
Oh.
So, as you're kind of looking at the goods, each section has the different items. So I'm going to describe what you see. The knickknacks, and once again, these are listed as 125 gold. You see a cloak of some sort, which seems to shade, it seems to like shimmer and fade, and like it's like one of those pictures, those holographic pictures where it like changes and animates depending on what angle you're looking at it. So like you're looking at it and it looks like a folded up cloak in at one angle, but then you look at it from another angle and it looks like a button up t-shirt. And then you look at it from another angle and it looks like pants of some sort. Like it's you're not quite sure what article of clothing it is actually trying to be. Next to that is
Lenny that Lenny now needs pants.
next to that you see what looks like a large stereotypical wizard's hat. So like we're talking like a wide brim with a tall peak that folds over. It's got stars speckled all throughout it. Next to that, you see what looks like a large staff. Only this staff, it has like where you see the knots on this wooden staff, they're actually like sprouting little buds that bloom out into beautiful flowers, and then they just like close and shrink back in, and that's happening all over this staff. It's just blooming flowers all over it. And then you see a quiver of arrows, and the arrow tips, though, instead of arrow tips, they are actually what look like metal fists. And then you see the wand that the child was playing with. Any knickknacks that you would like to take a closer look at?
Lenny will pick up the music wand.
Okay. You pick it up, and as you pick it up, it like chimes like, and
hate it.
every time you move it, it begins, and it begins making those music bars, illusions, and yeah, it's just every time you make a motion with it, it continues the melody. It is
Adorable.
called the Wand of Conducting.
But let's be real life conductors could probably be wizards.
I
Yeah.
mean, their poses are awesome.
Agreed.
They can do it on a whim too, because it's not rigid. Every conductor is different.
Mm-hmm.
Hey. So
But what about the next?
okay, the next sign says useful wonders, and listed as 3,000 gold. You see what looks like this large clay jug with runes all around it. Next to that, you look and see what look like a set of bracers, and it has an arrow etched into it, a bow and arrow etched into the bracer itself. Next to that, you see what looks like a golden circlet with several ruby tiger eyes gems that are encrusted in, and it almost burns with like a fiery sort of look. In fact, the gems themselves cause a little bit of a heat distortion as you're looking at it. Next to that, you see what looks like a deck of cards. And
No.
next to that, you see what looks like pan flute.
A deck of cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Yeah, it's just Yu-Gi-Oh cards. It is-
Anytime I
it
hear
is
any
n-
sort of deck of cards, and
I
no.
will say that I will not be selling you guys the deck of many things for 3,000 gold, okay?
I would hope
I
not.
would fucking hope not.
It is not the deck of
It-
many things.
At the same time, it sounds like something you would do.
I mean...
You might have one or two cards mixed in there.
Whoops, where did this void come from? Oh, oops.
Oh, shit.
It was me all along, Dia.
But that's what you see for the useful items. Next to that, you see what looks like the Game Changers sign, and it's priced at 6,500 gold. The first thing you see is this huge, it's stocky. It's like this silver-lined belt. The belt buckle, and it looks like if you were to wear this, it'd be one of those belt buckles that like covers like the bottom part of your torso. That belt buckle is a dwarven's face etched into it, it is encrusted with dwarven runes, and it's a beautiful dwarven make. Next to that, you see another belt, which is actually looped over Feckle's stand because of how big it is. It is, I would say it's probably about the circumference, maybe, let's see, what would be a reasonable circumference? Probably about 15 feet in circumference.
Big ass
So
belt.
it's a big ass belt. And it also lined with runes as well. It looks similar to the dwarven, but you're not really sure what language it is. Educated guess would probably think giant or something along those lines. Next to that, you also see on the stand itself, it looks like these two sets of boots that are finely made, and they have wings on the side of it. And they are literally floating in the air. In fact, the only thing that is keeping these boots from flying away is the fact that they are tied to rocks that are weighing them down.
Sounds like a bad idea.
You also see what looks like a beautifully made mantle of some sort that has different runes encrusted all throughout it. And then you see one more, it's just a jar, and it has just a black pebble inside of it.
Sauce.
And that's it. That's all of the items at Feckle's Fickled Five. Fickled Fates. That's right. So what can I help you with?
This is probably gonna take forever because Lenny's going to want to know what all of this does.
Sure. So you're gonna take some time to kind of inspect things.
Yep.
All right. So we're gonna shift back over to Visca. Visca, as you are kind of in line, what's your passive perception?
My passive perception is a 10.
Okay, roll perception for me.
We're all so smart, but at the same time.
We're so dumb.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, I see,
Wow.
I see everything, apparently.
You are kind of paranoid.
I am just a little paranoid.
There's a lot of crowds. There's a lot of people you don't know around you. But you're kind of just paying attention and whatnot, and you hear this sort of sniffling coming from a young child that is there's a mother holding its hands, like, and you see her. It's like, it's okay, dear. I'm sorry and whatnot, and just kind of rubbing the back of his his back and whatnot, trying to comfort this little child. You have gotten a plate of meal at this point. It is it's delicious. Probably a nice big smorgasbord. So you've got like a honk of, pig leg, and some potatoes, corn, and different accoutrements like cornbread and other things that you'd find at your stereotypical like festival meal.
Mhm.
So you're eating, and that's when you hear the sniffling from a child.
I'm curious, so I'm just gonna slowly get closer.
Mhm.
And as I get closer, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, what's wrong? What's the problem?"
Oh, it's okay. I think it's just too much stimulation, like he's a little overwhelmed, and no, I want the wand. I know, dear. Look, it's fine. He saw something, and I said he couldn't have it, and he's a little upset. Thank you for your concern, though. I appreciate it. And
How much was it?
you see her just kind
Oh.
of pet the head of the child. It's like,
Just after that, Visca's taking literally a
You
bite.
just-
How much is it?
you just see her just kind of scrunch her nose a little bit, like kind of like, what?
How much is the wand?
I mean, we just killed a dragon, so.
I don't remember, but it was a little too expensive for me, unfortunately.
Right. And Visca's gonna dig in her pockets, and then she's going to hand the little boy 1 platinum chip.
Jesus Christ.
1 platinum is only 10 gold.
But
1
still.
How? What is the conversion rates again?
1 platinum is 10 gold. So basically add a 0, and that's how much your
Oh.
platinum is in gold.
And you said how much was it?
It was 125.
Okay, I'm going to give him 12 platinum.
12 platinum.
15. Actually, let's go to 15 because I like rounding up.
Okay, 15 platinum. As you basically are jingling in to your pouch, to your coin purse, you see the mother kind of just puts her hand on your hand. Please, we can't accept your money.
Too bad.
Make a persuasion check for me.
Go on. Viscous deadpan again.
I will say
Too
you have
bad.
advantage because you're being helped by the child who is giving mom a very sad puppy face.
Okay, advantage. What is my persuasion? Well, that
What's
would be
your
a mod of 20, so.
You see her just kind of look at you, look at the kid, look at you, and you see her like eyes begin to well up, and
Oh.
thank you. And she like coughs it out a little bit, like she's almost didn't get the words out, because she's very touched by this gesture, and yeah, you give the child 15 platinum, and the platinum goes. I mean, the child goes wide-eyed, looks at you. Thank you, just runs up and gives you a hug and just bolts in the direction of that, and you hear the mother just kind of walks up and grabs your hand, and she just looks at you with these kind eyes and says, "Thank you. What is your name?"
Alistair.
Alistair, are you one of the students?
Yes.
Thank you.
Visca nods.
And she just
goes
kind of
back to eating her. goes back to eating her charcuterie.
and she's gonna briskly start to head in that direction as she realizes that the child is already out of sight.
He got the zoomies. He's got the zoomy noomies.
So, at this point, Lenny, you are looking things over and checking things out, and then you see this kid, just the kid return, bolts up, and there is no words. There is just a child who
Child.
who just runs up, throws a bag of jingling bits on the counter, grabs a hold of the wand, and runs away. As he's doing so, you can kind of hear that.
Oh my god. Oh, that mother's gonna wish for your death.
I know.
And you hear Feckle go, and then kind of walks over to the bag and looks inside, and he counts and goes, okay. Just puts it- hey, he got a 25 gold tip out of that.
Yep. Yeah, he did.
So, anything you like? Anything you want a closer look at, Lenny?
Well, I'm going to take the wand of conducting off my list because that has been bought.
Like a really happy child.
In particular, Lenny is confused about changing article of clothing.
Sure. So do you want to take a few minutes, cast Identify on it?
I don't have identify.
Everyone has Identify.
Yeah, we do.
That was one of the first things you learned in the school. And it's a ritual spell, so you don't have to have it prepared. You can just cast it.
Yes.
Okay, so you take out your pearl, and you begin to focus on this cloak. And it is a cloak. You see the fashion. It was fashioned as a cloak originally. And as you focus on its power, you get the sense of its power, and it is the cloak of many fashions. Basically, it is a cloak that once you put on, you can literally make it look like any article of clothing you want.
Pants included.
The only thing that I think the only restriction it has is it can't look like other cloaks. That's about it.
Okay. God, Lenny is going to go down the fucking list, so they're gonna be here for a while.
Okay.
Golden Circlet?
The golden circlet you identify as the circlet of blasting.
I thought so.
Kaboom. Yeah, it basically allows you to shoot scorching rays. It's pretty awesome.
Deck of cards?
You identify as the deck of illusions. You pull a random card from it, and it will create an illusionary form of whatever monster you pull.
Uh, the mantle with runes?
The mantle with runes is identified as the mantle of spell resistance. You have resistance on all spell effects.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's why it's listed as a game changer.
What about the weird black pebble?
The weird black pebble, you aren't sure. You can't get a very good look at it. And you're focusing on it, and it seems like the glass itself is interfering with the identification spell. As you hear Feckle kind of speak up, here, allow me, and he will unscrew the top of the jar and reach in and grab the pebble, and you see him kind of pinch it, almost like a clay pebble. You know what I mean? Where it has that consistency where he's spreading out this clay material, and you see it. He stretches it, and then stretches it more, and he keeps stretching it almost like a pizza dough of sorts. And then you see him just kind of put it on the table, and then reaches into it, and just kind of you look, and he pulls out a golden apple and hands it to you.
What?
Thus.
And then
Sus.
Confused.
he takes the hole that he created, and he crunches it back up and smushes it back into a hole and puts it back in the jar.
So it's hole?
I don't like golden apples.
That is correct. It is a portable hole.
Sus. It's a portable hole. That
yes,
just sounds
it
so
is.
weird.
It is a portable hole. Go ahead and make me an Arcana check.
Okay.
Hmm.
12.
Okay. Yeah, it seems safe.
It seems safe.
I don't like it.
But you can definitely see the applications. It would work very similarly to a bag of holding, and that's where he got the golden apple from. It's not it's not made out of gold, by the way. It is a golden delicious apple. It's just a regular apple.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sorry if I didn't specify that. So it works very similarly to a bag of holding, where it's an extra dimensional space that it creates. However, there are also more uses that you could kind of finagle with this. It carries less than a portable hole, but because you can stretch out the opening, it can be used for non-conventional purposes. You remember hearing tales of people using portable holes to get out of nasty situations, like, oh shit, I'm stuck in this room. Okay, well, I'm gonna throw this portable hole in the wall, and I'm no longer stuck in this room. So it can not only be used as a portable hole, but it can also be used as a literal hole.
You're gonna roadrunner this shit, basically.
Yeah.
Also, you can't say golden apple and not expect my gay ass
Fair.
to not immediately jump to Greek mythology.
Fair.
Just throwing that out there.
Lenny has a conundrum.
Uh-oh, conundrum.
Oh no. Conundrum.
At this point, it's probably been a few hours. So, I will say that Zinni and Visca, if either of you wanted to kind of meander in this area so you can kind of begin shopping as well, you're more than welcome to do so.
Shopping.
Definitely would like to go shopping.
So yeah, you, Visca, you would probably get there first. So you see...
I see the zoomy child run away.
Yeah, you
I'm
see the
like, oh
zoomy
God.
child run away and is very happy with himself, and the
Here's
mother
Here's the wand, and Visca's just like, I made a mistake.
The mother has this like happy look, but this realization, oh god, this is gonna get annoying. It's like when you buy a mother one of those fucking lawnmowers for their child. It
Yup.
seems like a
Oh,
good
with
idea at first.
with the little
Yeah.
with the little poppy things. Oh my god. Or any toy that makes noise.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's one
Visca's
of-
going to
it's-
shoot her the I'm sorry look.
She just kind of gives you a shrug and a smile, and yeah, they disappear into the crowd. And that's when you see Lunny is inspecting different things. And this is when basically you see Feckle is unscrewing the jar and takes out the portable hole. That's when you arrive.
Huh. That's interesting.
Okay, and then you also see Kieran, who you have sorted history with. And you also see Gideon as well, Professor Gideon, doing
Oh, the
some
guy
tattoos.
who I like basically haggled down by saying nah.
Yeah, I think so, actually, yeah.
Nah.
Nah.
Just, nah.
Nah.
What do you mean? Nah.
What I
Oh
say?
yeah, so he wouldn't like overprice me for fucking health potions or whatever it was.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
trying to overpress you, yeah. And Zinni, a few moments later, you have finished your ice skating escapades and make your way into the bazaar as well. Okay.
I'm interested about the tattoos.
Okay, who would like to go where?
Said it was
I want to check out the fun things because I see Lonnie looking at stuff.
Okay, so since Zinni has not gotten a whole lot of time, I'm going
Do
to
it.
cover Zinni's. So Zinni,
Go
you
shopping.
head up to Feckle's Fickled Finds. Fucking alliteration.
See, now
Feckle's
you've got
Fickled
yourself
Fates.
botched with your own fucking tongue twister.
Yes,
You did
Feckle's
it to
Fickled
yourself.
Fates. I did. Yes, so you see the items that I listed before. Do you need me to list off any of them again?
Yes, because Zinni was not there, so therefore I was not paying attention.
Fair enough. Okay. So you see this
You're like this
shimmering cloak that seems to change into different articles of clothing. There is this hat that is a stereotypical wizard's hat, wide brim, big peak with stars spattered all over it. There is this wooden staff that seems to bloom flowers all over it. And this quiver of arrows with fist arrowheads. And the wand of conducting is gone. Over on the useful wonders, you see this clay jug with runes all over it, the bracers with the bow and arrow etched into it, the circlet of blasting, the deck of illusions, the pan flutes, the belts, the two belts that I mentioned, the one with the dwarven face and the one that is literally looped over the stand because of how big it is, the two boots that are floating and being held down by weights, the mantle of spell resistance, and the portable hole that I described. And if you'd like to take a closer look or are curious about any of them, I can give you specifics.
What's the hat do?
I had a feeling you'd be interested in the gay hat.
Gay hat.
Christ.
What?
Okay, so you take out your pearl, you begin inspecting it, and you cast Identify, and that reveals to you that it is an item known as the Hat of Wizardry. This antiquated cone-shaped hat is adorned with gold crescent moons and stars. While you are wearing it, you gain the following benefits. You can use the hat as a spellcasting focus for your wizard spells. You can try to cast a cantrip that you don't know, but it must be on the wizard's list. And when you do so, you can use it's a DC 10 intelligence check to do so. So it basically
what you're
allows you
saying-
to cast a cantrip that you don't know.
So what you're saying is this is a sorcerer's apprentice hat that lets me cast a random cantrip.
Kind of.
Well, wizard cantrip.
Yeah.
Okay. Because all I'm picturing is the hat from the Sorcerer's Apprentice
Yeah.
Fantasia short.
Yes. Yes. That's exactly what this is.
Okay, beautiful.
Nice.
And which area is this filed under?
This is one of the knickknacks. It's 125 gold.
Okay. Hmm.
The gay wizard hat.
What about the flowery staff thing?
I had a feeling. I was typing it in literally as you were saying it. Okay, that is identified as the Staff of Flowers. This wooden staff has 10 charges. While holding it, you can use an action to expend 1 charge from the staff and cause a flower to sprout from the patch of earth or soil within 5 feet from you or the staff itself. Unless you choose a specific kind of flower, it creates a mild scented daisy. The flower is harmless and non-magical, and it grows or withers as a normal flower would. And it regains slots every dawn. That's literally all it
Okay.
does. It creates flowers.
That is like
So-
a gardener's best dream.
Right?
So, say I want the gay hat and the gay wand.
Are you saying this to Feckle?
Debating.
Are you, because like you can start bartering if you want.
You know what? I think I will.
Well, let's see. You looking at the staff of flowers and the hat of wizardry. Normally that'd be 250. Make me a persuasion check.
That's a 9.
9. I could let it go 240.
Mm. Okay. Zinni's not really a haggler.
Done deal. And you see him hand over the items and go ahead and mark off that you've spent 240. Any items, other items that you're looking at? And these should,
That'd be
these should
that'd be 24.
What's that?
That'd be 24.
Yes, 24
platinum,
platinum. Yes.
Okay.
And these all should be findable with the managed equipment in D&D Beyond. So if you just type in Hat of Wizardry, it should pop up, and Staff of Flowers. Hopefully. If not, I will manually add it later.
I was gonna say, if not, we're gonna riot.
Yeah.
Tia needs her gay stuff. This is
Wizardry
Okay.
and Staff of Flowers.
Yes. So just to go over the other items, the arrows with the fists are called walloping arrows. They basically have a chance of knocking an opponent that is struck with it prone. The jug is called an alchemy jug. It can basically make it can fill up with any liquid once a day. The bracers are bracers of archery. The circlet is the circlet of blasting, the deck of illusions. The pipes are called the pipes of haunting. Let me get the specifics of that one. Pipes of haunting. The pipes, you can expend 1 charge, and it can cause the frightened state on people. It actually looks really cool too. Yeah, throw this in stream so people can see. I like the way that looks. Let's see, what are the other items? You've got the Belt of Dwarven Kind, the Belt of Hill Giant Strength, the Boots of Levitation, the Mantle of Spell Resistance, and the Portable Hole. Those are all the items.
I have a sneaking suspicion that if Zinni were to try to wear those boots, she would fly away.
Nani? I was trying to move my camera.
Which would be unfortunate. But funny.
I'm just a halfling. Just, woo. Where are you
Flies
going?
I
away.
mean, since you identified it, you know that that wouldn't be the case. You would levitate when you wanted to levitate, but
I mean, still, it would be
but
funny.
still, it would be a hilarious image.
There's a piece in the back of her mind that goes, don't trust it.
Right.
Don't do it. Don't do it, Zinni. Or do.
Okay. Any other of items from Feckle's Fickled Fates that people want to buy?
I don't know. I would need to do pricing after stuff.
Okay.
But maybe.
We'll come back to him.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll come back to him.
So going
Meanwhile,
to
I'm wondering the logistics of casting catapult on a portable hole.
why would you do that?
Huh.
Seems legit.
I love that actually. Okay. So I'm just gonna very quickly go over Kieran's stock. For potions, it's the potion of climbing, potion of healing, greater healing, oil of slipperiness, the filter of love, the potion of growth, potion of water breathing, potion of health, an oil of etherealness, a potion of gaseous form, a potion of invulnerability, and a potion of maximum power, and the very rare ones that he has, potion of sharpness, potion of flying, potion of invisibility, potion of longevity, and a potion of possibility, which possibility is actually gives you like triple advantage effectively.
Wow.
Yeah, so if you use it on a roll that you already have the advantage of, you get to roll again after the advantage. It's pretty cool. And then there's one potion that's in the back. It's like top shelf. It's actually behind glass, and there is a sign above it that says "much too powerful." 5,000 gold.
Well, why the fuck would you even bring it out here then?
It's listed as 5,000 gold.
What's the water breathing one go for?
The water breathing one goes for 250 gold.
much is the
grabby hands.
So you're about to grab the potion. You feel a very like not like it doesn't hurt or anything, but you hear a kind of a slap on your hand as you hear Kieran goes, "Hey, all transactions must happen before you touch the product."
Gonna look at him real quick. Slowly reach your finger out to touch it.
You see him kind of push it back, and he holds it. That'll be 300 gold.
What?
Visca's
That-
standing there. Ah, you're back to your bullshit ways, I see.
Nah, never mind. Don't want it then.
He's not going to sell anything here.
Bye.
Bye.
He's gonna wander off.
I just like how Visca's just like, back to your bullshit ways. See ya.
Look, Zinni is impulsive. However,
However,
Okay, so you're pretty much done with Kieran's bullshit. Does anybody else want to try to buy a potion?
No.
no.
We'll just order our potions off ye old Amazon.
yeah, yeah. Sure, we can get
Oh
it
my
less
God.
expensive. I'm sure we can benefit off of Zinni's Prime Amazon.
That's fair.
The Wizard's on.
Okay, so I assume you guys are gonna head to the last quote-unquote shop.
Hey, look. Wait, we're basically college wizard students. Does that mean we get the discount that Amazon gives for college students?
Jesus Christ. Okay, so oh, this game's done.
I'm not sorry.
You head over
Power.
you head over to the Giddy Ink, and you see Professor Gideon is finishing up a tattoo on somebody. Beautiful tattoo that covers a large majority of this
Whoa.
person's sleeve, and you actually see it like shimmers and glows, and the line work actually seems to flow as well, even after he's done. And the person like looks at it, and you see him focus for a moment, and this person that got the tattoo looks like probably a sorcerer type-ish. Tattoos all over his body, bald head with more tattoos and whatnot, and you see him focus on the sleeve that was just done, and the design itself seems to glow, and they look like tendrils kind of wrapping around its arms, and the tendrils actually begin to like form and bubble almost like welts and actually form off of the tattoo itself and spins outwards, and you see this large tentacle and just kind of snaps it in the air like a whip, whoosh, and then it comes back and forms back into the tattoo on his arm, and you see him smile,
I like that.
and he nods and he walks away a satisfied customer.
Oh, I want one of those.
Well, evening, ma'am. You step up, and he kind of tilts his cowboy hat. It's like, so, looking for some ink? Oh, wait.
Yes.
Looking for some ink? There we go. That's the voice.
Sure.
So, what you looking to get? Well, here's the list. Go ahead and choose anything from that. They all have their different magical effects, and you let me know what you pretty little self wants afterwards. Tips his hat
She's
at
gonna
you.
take the list.
Just
She's
kinda
gonna
leans
take
up
the list
against-
and just sit.
All right, so you
Viska's going to go sit with Zinni.
Sure. So the two of you are kind of looking over this list, and it's got like different patterns and stuff that you can choose from. It looks like the art itself is completely optional. Like as long as the magic itself is infused into the ink, that's what's important. And you look like it's three sides once again. They're all separated, but they look like they're separated by what type of magical ink that Gideon uses. The first one, it says silver or gold, or silver and gold, depending on what you want, but it's basically speckled through, so it has this silver gold sort of sheen to it. And what's listed, it says barrier, coiling grasp, and eldritch claw are the three that are listed under that.
Do these have prices by any chance? Do
Yes,
they have,
silver and gold is listed as 2,000 gold. And if you ask him about it, he will tell you what each one of them does.
Okay, I'm gonna ask.
Sure. So you ask him, like, each of... are you talking about the silver and gold?
Yeah.
All right.
Might as well just go down the list.
So those are the silver and gold ones, you see. Now, the first one, the barrier one, that's going to be like your traditional mage armor sort of effect. So basically, it creates an illusionary force wall that's going to protect you from damage. The coiling grasp is actually what you saw before. That gentleman that walked away, that happy customer, allows you to create a tendril of eldritch energy that allows you to snap it out like you saw. The eldritch claw, now those are good ones. Let me just show you. And you see him kind of focuses on one of his tattoos in particular as he kind of flicks his hand outwards from a fist to his hands to his fingers kind of outwards. And as he does so, it creates this sort of like effect as black fire emerges around his hands. Basically, turns your non-lethal attacks into pretty lethal ones. And he kind of just clenches his fist and it extinguishes the flames. So, moving on, we've got the mithril speckled ones. These ones are 5,000 apiece. First one is another barrier, but it covers a little bit more of your skin, offers a little bit more protection. Then you got the Shadowfell one. Look that one up, because I forgot what that one does.
I think that's the one that allows you to go through walls.
I think that is that's either the ghost touch
The
or
Shadowfell brand to attune to this, blah blah blah. You gain dark vision and advantage
Yeah.
on stealth.
yes.
And then you also have shadowy defense, which when you take damage, you can use a reaction to become insubstantial, taking half damage.
And then the last ones, these are the most pricey ones because getting your hand on adamantium not the easiest thing to do. These are priced at 8,000 gold apiece. You got the barrier spell, the most potent form of the barrier spell. It's going to offer the most protection. You got the absorption spell. And that's going to basically any sort of elemental damage coming your way, depending on if it's aligned to that sort of. You kind of have to decide what element that you're resisting when I kind of start tattooing you. But it gives you basically resistance to that sort of energy. And in some rare cases, you can actually absorb that power, that elemental energy, heal yourself with it. Then we've got the Ghost Step. That allows you to phase through things, reappear in different locations, and it's a really good complement to the Eldritch Claw and Shadowfell, if you ask me personally. Then we've got the Life Well, which I don't remember. Life Well. I think that makes it so if you get reduced to, if you're gonna go unconscious, you get reduced to 1 instead.
Yes.
Yes.
Also, you have a resistance to necrotic damage.
Yes. So that's tattoos I got. That's the kind of ink I got in store, and what I know how to do. So, if any of you want to muzzle on up, you got an hour to kill. More than happy to work on you. Oh, and just in case your friend's a little shy over there, it doesn't etch to the skin. It etches to your magical form. So it even works on Warforged.
What was the shadow one again?
The Shadowfell?
Yeah.
That gives you dark vision.
Hold on, I have the page up. And I just lost it. Yeah, you gain so Shadow Essence, you gain dark vision with a range of 60 feet, and you get an advantage on dexterity stealth checks, and shadowy defense, when you take damage, you can use your reaction to become insubstantial for a moment, having the damage you take.
That's cool.
You can only use that once.
Yeah.
Then the reaction can't be used again until the next sunset.
Next sunset, yeah. So you can do it once a day, but you always have the other benefits.
Yeah, but it's still a really cool daily.
It really is, yeah.
And that one was how much?
That is the Shadow brand. The Shadowfell brand is 3,000, 5,000.
5,000.
Yeah, that's a 5,000. That is mithril speckled.
This one.
All right. What would you like to look like?
She looks at the staff that she just got. Can I do flowers?
You betcha. He actually lifts up his pant leg and he shows his whole lower left leg is just full of different blooming flowers, and it's beautiful. And yeah, he begins getting to work on your floral tattoo. That's gonna look. It's gonna have like this silver sort of sheen to it. Speckled
This
throughout.
cowboy's after my own fucking heart, man.
And it will actually, in the moonlight, it will cause an iridescent sort of glow to it. It's not going to cause any sort of mechanical benefit or hindrance or anything like that, but it's just kind of a cosmetic effect of it. But finishes it, and you can feel yourself attuned to the power of that tattoo as you gain the benefits of a Shadowfell brand tattoo.
How do I do that in here?
It should be listed as an item.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Who's next?
Me. Why not?
All right, darling, what are you looking for?
I guess I'll get both the Coiling Grasp and the Eldritch Claw.
All right. Woman after my own heart. You see him start getting to work. That's going to take 2 hours. And let's see. So you said which ones?
The Coiling Grasp and the Eldritch Claw.
So Eldritch Claw, Coiling Grasp, that's 4,000.
So that's like 400 platinum, I think?
Yes.
I don't know how to math.
Math.
Math! That's... I fucking fucked up my calculator.
Luddy, you can actually, as this is going on, because this is 3 hours of work here, you can see that your friends are getting tattoos, and they will eventually tell you that you also could get a tattoo if you wanted to.
I will think about it.
All right. And like I said, there's no rush. So if you folks can't do it today or you want to think about it, I'm right in the college. I can do this anytime. Just let me know, and
I did have a question.
I'll hook you right up. Yes.
Do you do Illuminator tattoos?
Illuminator tattoos.
It's a common tattoo. It's basically magical scribing. Magical scribing. While this tattoo is on your skin, you can write with your fingertip as if it were an ink pen that never runs out of ink. With an additional action of, as an action, you can touch a piece of writing up to 1 page in length and speak a creature's name. The writing becomes invisible to anyone other than you and the named creature for the next 24 hours.
Illuminator tattoo? Yeah, that's not an issue at all. In fact, I'll throw that in for free since you got that since you got all that work already done.
Nice.
And yeah, so it hooks you up with an illuminator tattoo. Because
Cool.
that would have only been like 100, because it's a common, so that would have only been like 125. So he's just gonna throw that in. Okay. So you guys are kind of all together. You've finished up your tattoos. It's probably about 3 or 4 in the afternoonish. At which point, Visca, make me a wisdom saving throw.
Damn it. Well, now I can remember to use the modifier that I actually have. Because I remember that the wisdom, or the saving throw box exists. That's a 15. I already can't do math, guys.
It feels like you're being watched. And you've been extra on edge, and like things like after you get the endorphin rush of getting a tattoo. Hey, thank you so much for the follow. Very much appreciated. USS Lobster Fest. Hell yeah, I'm from Maine, so I appreciate that screen name. But okay, so you're standing there for a moment, and the endorphins are kind of fading from the tattoo, and then you realize, oh shit, that's right, I got that calling card earlier. Fuck, I need to be on alert. So you're kind of clasping your cup of coffee and sipping it and looking around, and it feels like someone's watching you from this direction ish.
I'm gonna look over there, but I'm just gonna glance over in that direction right now.
Sure.
Just because.
You see what looks like there is a young, probably a little older than you. How old is Visca? Appearance-wise.
I have to bring up that sheet because my brain suddenly can't remember how old I actually made her.
Sure. Well, this individual looks probably about 25, 30 or so. She is
She looks late 20s, mid to late 20s.
So a little bit older than you. She is wearing, actually, actually the same outfit as you. As you see, she has pretty much the same robe. And she's very beautiful. She has fair skin and what looks like ruddy red hair with freckles speckled across her face. And she's just kind of smiling at you.
I don't like that.
She offers you a wave.
Give a slight wave back.
She kind of gestures like, come here, sort of thing.
But I don't. I'm going to give her the 1 second gesture, and I'm gonna walk over.
She
back
smiles
to
and just gives you a pleasant nod.
I'm gonna walk over back to what's his bucket, Karen.
Sure.
How much is that invisibility fucking potion?
Great, it's you. What do you want?
Oh. Before I decide to touch all of your merchandise on purpose,
Please don't.
I'll make sure to leave fingerprints everywhere.
What do you want?
How much is the invisibility potion?
Make a persuasion check for me.
Okay.
Persuasion or intimidation?
Either.
Going to touch
Whichever's
your
better
stuff.
for you.
I'm gonna touch all of your stuff. I think that's just a flat 16. Wait, no, I'm gonna do intimidation because I have a +2 in intimidation.
Okay.
So that's an 18.
18.
I'm gonna touch all of your shit.
You see, he looks a little frustrated at you. All right. They're normally priced at 2,500 gold. If you promise not to touch anything else, I'll give it to you for 2 grand.
I think I have. My brain can't. Fucking man, dude!
That'd be 200 platinum.
Yeah, I have that much. We're good. Sure.
Okay, and he hands you the potion. Now please leave.
Fine.
Okay, you have
I like
acquired.
how their relationship is nah, and I'm going to touch your stuff. Just a bit.
Are they siblings? Because
God, no. Okay, then I guess I will go over to what's her face. You said
Okay.
over here.
Yeah, so you see this this young halfling in front of you, and she smiles and she's looking up at you. Hello.
Hello.
What's your name?
Alistair.
Alistair. I see you found my robe. My name's Nem.
Hmm.
What are your intentions?
What are my intentions?
Yes.
For the robe?
Well, what do you hope to gain from its power?
Honestly, less dying.
I suppose that's fair. Well, I inhabit the robe. In a matter
Weird.
of speakings, I am the robe. So,
I don't like it.
essentially, you're talking to your robe right now. Hi.
Hello.
So before I lend my power to you, I was wondering if we could work out like an arrangement, possibly talk about our future together.
Sure.
First
Hope
of
you
all,
don't
where
like-
did you
I hope
find me,
don't
by
mind
the way?
Cats.
I'm sorry? Cats? Oh, I love cats. Cats are great.
Okay.
Especially fluffy black ones. They're the best.
Casually summons my cat.
As you make Holtz appear in front of you, and yeah, you see Nem will go, oh my, just starts scritching this Holtz, and Holtz is like rubbing up against Nem's leg, like very immediately liking this halfling that's in front of you. Passive perception, Lunny, you can see Visca talking to nobody, and a cat brushing up
And
against
the cat,
nothing.
that is my cat.
That is brushing up against nothing. Holtz is doing something weird, and Visca is talking to
Holtz is
themselves.
being a cat.
My name is Nem Navadan, and there's really only one thing I want from you, and if you're willing to, I will provide you with not only the power of my robe, but the power of my life as well.
First, what do you want?
I just want you to help me find my daughter.
I can probably do that.
Creepy ghost robe.
Her name is Lidori, and the last I saw her, she was near the Hillcrest area. I'm not sure where she is now, but if you could help me find her, I will give you as much power as I can, and then some. And she smiles.
Deal.
She holds out her hand to you.
I'll shake on it.
As you shake the hand, you feel this the smile on her just kind of arches and stretches a little bit more than halfling possible. As her eyes begin to emanate this black and reddish smoke, and her form dissipates into this smoke, and it just coalesces and shoots at you as it goes into your mouth, into your nostrils, and sucks into your body. You are now attuned to your robe, and now, whenever you level up, you may take a level of Warlock.
Yep, that sounds accurate.
Lunny, since you were watching this, you do see like this blackish reddish smoke come from Visca for just a moment, but then fades.
I like how Visca's probably just like pinching the bridge of her nose, and she's just like, "Now I'm cursed and possessed."
So whenever you level up, I will allow you to substitute already existing levels of Wizard for Warlock if you want, or you can just start adding Wizard levels to your class, or you don't have to at all. You can keep going Wizard. You also have access to the the Warlock Initiative, Warlock Initiate feat as well.
I have no idea how dual classing works, so we're gonna have to talk about
We'll
that
go
later.
over that when it comes up then.
Neither do I.
Yeah,
Um,
I've like heard of dual classing, but I don't know how it
I-
functions.
Yeah.
I, in theory, know how it works.
I don't.
But so yeah, this entity enters inside of you, and you seem okay. Lunny, what do you do after seeing this?
Lenny's going to sort of venture over there and go, Visca, everything okay?
Zinni, you can see these two beginning to talk. There's a little bit of concern in the tonality.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Wonder if I should buy some of those knickknacks now. How much was the deck of illusions?
The deck of illusions was 3,000.
Okay, never mind. I don't have that much money. I
Yes.
don't remember what all of the knickknacks were. Could you post those in?
Here, I'll just I'll screenshot the list for you.
Yeah, that works. Just to do a last round of shopping.
Okay, here's that one. And I'll also do the potions as well.
Have the hat and a staff.
And a staff.
Walloping arrows.
Yep, that's what they're called. I love it.
That is not what I would have called them. You can't tell me that they have fists on them and have my brain not immediately go, well, they're fisting arrows, clearly.
Obviously. Oh, that's wonderful.
Okay, yeah, we're good.
Okay,
I can't afford anything.
that's fair. Okay.
I'll just save the rest of my money for later.
So as you finish this, you can start hearing merchants and whatnot calling out like, "Hey, try your luck, step on up!" And there are like different games and whatnot going on over in this general area. What
Might
would you
as
guys
well
like
go
to do?
Check it out.
You don't have to.
That's fair.
Okay,
I
what do
don't
you
know.
guys think?
I think Visca will just like continue to browse while watching her shoulder.
Sure. You pass by a beer while you're heading in that direction, and it looks like he has a group of children in front of him, all Indian style, well, sitting crossed legs and whatnot. I shouldn't say that anymore. And he is casting illusions and basically telling this children's story about a baby elephant and growing up to be respectable and motherly figure to a bunch of other animals that aren't actually elephants and whatnot. It's a very cute child story that you can kind of get the tail end of, and these children are just watching in awe. Continuing on, you walk by, you see Thalgrin is talking with a group of gnomes, and
So I
they're...
couldn't even hear.
What's that?
I said my net blipped back out, so I couldn't even hear you.
Oh, that's too bad. I was telling a cute story that a beer was telling illusionary stories to children.
Rude.
But then you continue going and you see Thalgrin is looks like he's got blueprints spread out and talking with a few other gnomes, and they're like highlighting stuff and whatnot. And then Visca, once you get to the location, are the other two, are you following? Are you all heading as a group, or what are you guys doing?
Lenny would wander with Visca.
Sure. So
Why not?
you head to this area. It looks like the quote-unquote lower district, where a lot of the ruffian stuff, whereas like the shop is more proper, organized, and everyone's got like different stations and whatnot. This is more a chaotic group of people, and you see there is a crowd gathered around what looks like a wooden stump, and there are two people that are currently clenched fists together, and they are arm wrestling back and forth, and you see their arms are actually glowing like magical colors. It looks like they are enhancing their abilities with magic in order to give them an advantage on this arm wrestling tournament. Are we losing Dolphy? Oh no.
I think we.
No, Dolphy just came back, hopefully.
Okay.
Yeah. I can hear you. It's fine. So I'm just.
Are you also
It was-
wandering
it-
with our group? Or did you go?
Sure, why not?
Okay, it's
So-
just the three of us just wandering around the fucking festival grounds now.
So you see this group of people that are doing magical arm wrestling duels, effectively. You see this other person who is rolling dice, and people are around basically rolling dice backwards, and they're making bets and whatnot. And it looks like a specific game, and with structured rule set and whatnot. And some people are making money, but usually the house seems to be getting the majority of the exchange. And then you see one last one, and there is just this merchant that is standing in front of this glowing light that is bobbing up and down. and you see people that are like basically walking up to it, and they're trying to grab the orb of light, but a lot of the times it's too quick for them to do so. But every once in a while, you do see what looks like somebody is able to catch the light, and they are given a small prize.
Watch my cats try to catch the light. He has regular cat behaviors, guys.
Okay, so what would you like to check out first? These are all games that you can participate in.
I'm just following everyone else.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think everyone's following Visca at this point.
Visca's just walking.
Okay.
Yep.
So, I'm going to have a wisdom saving throw from Luddy at the disadvantage.
Oh no.
Luddy!
Oh,
Would you... I didn't do anything.
I didn't do anything.
Are you sure?
Wisdom saving throw, that's a 14.
14. Failed by 1. As you are just kind of looking around, you're taking in these sights, you see these people gambling, you see these people having these, strength tournaments and power of will and magic and whatnot. But then you see the light, the bobbing light, and the people trying to catch the light. And you just... something pulls you in that direction. And the other two can kind of see this happening. And you're just kind of walking that direction, inquisitively looking at this light. And I'm going to have you... no, you're... No, you'll just, you'll keep heading that direction, and, there's something familiar about it. And then you hear something, and it's the sound of, like, something chasing you through the forest. You can hear the snapping of twigs, you can hear the leaves ruffling, and something big. You can hear, the sounds of hounds in the distance chasing you, and you turn around to see what looks like a figure with this giant net, and it's sparkling with this silver energy, and it throws it over you, and then you come back to it and you snap, you're back, snap back into it, and you're back at the festival, and you're looking at this light bobbing up and down. Go ahead and make a history check for me. Anybody may do this.
Okay.
I will let other people roll first.
Whoa.
That's 20.
Okay.
A modded 20.
I mean, it's a 14.
Okay, 14. We'll start with that. So you've heard of this game. This is a game that is played pretty much all over the world. It's called Catch the Sprite. It is just a pleasant game where, you try to catch this floating, glowing marble. If you are able to catch it, you get to keep whatever the etching is, and it's always a different marble. It's always got a different design on the inside. And that's what it is. It's just a game where you catch the marble and see if you can get it. Visca, with your modified 20, you know this as also Catch the Sprite and everything that I just mentioned to Zinni, but you also know that a long time ago, they used to use real sprites. During Discovery, they would literally hunt down they would basically try to grab the Fae, specifically sprites and fairies and other things that were supposed to be symbols of power, of invading Fae energies and whatnot. So unfortunately, it has a lot of sordid history, especially during the era of the Godless, which was a couple eras ago. So we're talking thousands of years ago, when they realized, hey, this is not good to do. They stopped doing that practice, and they no longer use real sprites, but they wanted to keep the game alive. So they turned it into this kind of festive tradition. With your natural 20, Lunny, you know this as Hunting Day. It was a day that you basically feared because there discovery, the whole purpose of discovery, and this is something you all know, is discovery is the day of the year where the fabric between worlds is the smallest, it's the thinnest, and that is the first day that that your people recall interacting with people from the material plane, and it was not a good experience. And you just had a vision of one of those experiences. Basically, during discovery, your kind would get hunted down and usually killed just for existing. Let me see if I can re-invite the Zitty.
I just need to reopen it. Like, I can still hear you this time, unlike last time.
That's okay.
I'm just not sure.
We're gonna be wrapping up pretty soon, so.
I'm not sure if I want to stay connected, so.
Okay. Hold on.
I'll deal with that one.
In entirely un-Lunny-like fashion, Lunny is going to lunge towards this person and try to hurt them.
Oh, I was not expecting that. Oh,
Well, time to use coiling grasp just because.
Okay. I was not expecting that. So how are you doing this? Are you just like grabbing a hold of him? Are you initiating a grapple check?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and do so at the advantage because they're not expecting this.
Oh God.
What do I add to that? Strength?
That is an athletics or acrobatics check, whichever is better for you.
Athletic. So that's a 10.
That's his AC. Boom! You basically lunge. Both of you are watching as Lunny just leaps over this freaking this counter with this floating orb and grabs a hold of this guy and just slams him to the ground. What the fuck are you guys gonna do?
Try getting Letty off the person.
Okay. Are you resisting this, Lunny?
Lunny is entirely focusing on trying to strangle this guy, so probably yes.
Okay, so go ahead and make me an athletics or acrobatics check, Visca.
Might as well go with acrobatics. Nope.
No, there's just something, this automata's strength is just too strong. There is something visceral about Lunny right now. Slamming him to the ground. You see, just subconsciously, Lunny, you begin aiming for his throat and closing in, and you begin choking this guy.
Dear.
Yep. Yep.
Zinni, are you here?
It's not letting it connect
Okay.
like at all. So like it's letting me stay on voice, so I'm not gonna push it too much.
That sounds fair to me. So Zinni, are you going to do anything while you see this happening?
I mean, there's no way in hell that he can do anything strength wise.
No.
How close am I to all this?
You're like right next to it, like 5 feet.
Okay. I'm going to cast Sanctuary. On the person.
Okay. All right, you cast Sanctuary, and that is he's going to
So
now.
you ward a creature within range against attack. Until the spell ends, any creature who targets the warded creature with an attack or a harmful spell must first make a Wisdom saving throw.
Yes. Okay. So as
Does
that
it
is
count if I already have him grappled?
as that cat basically the way I'm going to rule it, I'm going to have you so he failed his acrobatics to get out. You are planting down, you're choking his throat. As you feel this you can see this like golden aura surrounding this person you're choking out, and it's like you can feel it resisting, and now you make a wisdom saving throw. See if you can snap out of this. And it's going to be versus ooh, that would be your spell DC, Zinni.
I rolled a 16.
So you succeed. As you continue strangling this guy.
And you can hear Lenny like almost under their breath just going, "Let me out, let me out, let me out."
And you see the light fade from his eyes as he goes unconscious. Make another wisdom check, saving throw. Yeah, that's the word.
That's a 17.
17. You continue. All right, now let's. Okay, I'm gonna have one more wisdom saving throw. This is not going to be to resist the spell. This is gonna see if you snap out of it and realize that this person is not like actually trying to hurt you.
10.
10. Okay. You focus and everything's red in your visual, and things are starting to like you're looking at this human that is has got hunting gear, scars all over him, and you can hear the barking of those hounds in the background as you're strangling this person. You're watching this life flee from this person's eyes, and then everything's getting wibbly and woozy around you as you can suddenly hear the gasping voices around you. Everything's going silent, and you're suddenly back at the festival grounds. Your hands are around this, young man's throat, and everyone's looking at you, watching you about to kill this person.
Lenny doesn't let go right away, but the hands are relaxed, so not strangling.
Please let me go.
And they'll let go, stand up, and walk back towards the college.
You see him just kind of like he slinks up and just rushes against the back of the stall behind him and just kind of is just staring at you. And that's when Lenny begins to walk away. Is Zinni and Visca, what are you guys gonna do?
Well, first I want to check on the dude, make sure he's okay.
So he's breathing. It's shallow. He's taken a little bit of damage, but he's not going to die from this.
Okay, good.
Well,
What the hell was that?
Not sure. I say.
I don't know.
Well, there was an incident earlier today regarding. Visca's gonna wave it off.
He just kind of starts packing up his things and puts the orb away and whatnot. It looks like he's shutting down his stall early.
I mean, fair.
Yeah, fair.
He was just assaulted by a robot.
Yep.
Yeah, he was.
Yep. And you see Lenny is walking off in the distance. And I think that is actually a pretty good place to end today's episode. It is 9:30, and that's our I think that's a good cliffhanger. So thank you guys so much for watching today. It was a good bit of role play. Got some shopping done. So that's out of the way. And
Cool stuff.
we should be doing our Easter game that we were unable to do on next Monday, if Tia's internet decides to cooperate.
Oh my god.
So we shall see. But thank you guys so much for joining us, and until next time, toodaloo.
Bye.
Thank you, Oscar. Jesus Christ.
What the fuck?